Hello guys, welcome once again. In the last video I have shown you how to make this login page and how to validate username and password with respect to your database using this login button. In this video I will talk something about uh, sessions, and I will also show you how to create a logout button, and once the user is log in, he will be redirected to a new page, for example a user page which has the secured access when user have entered correct username and password. So let me start first and let me illustrate what I mean to say. I will right click my project and I will say add new item, and I will say this page will be my users page. Once the user is login, then he will have the access of this page. I will say add, and in the design I will go to standard toolbox and I will take a label here, and I will also take a button. This button is for logout. Okay, so let me drag and drop this. So let me change this label text first. I will say welcome and whatever your user. So just I will change the text and I can change the label ID also. So I will say label welcome. Okay, and for this button I give the text as log out, and this button ID is button or b underscore log out. Okay, now once you have done with that, just click your login button and double click it, and we reach to the user.aspx.cs file. First we will write the code in this page load event. So what we will write here, if you remember in the last video in the login page, so this was our login.aspx, and when you double click this button I've shown you how to validate your password, and once your password is correct, we were creating a session called new session. You see here, let me make it bigger. So we were creating the new session. If you don't remember, just follow the last video and you are good to go. Now in the last video I was also redirecting my users once he has provided correct username and password to the manager.aspx, because I haven't created this user aspx page, but now I can write here users aspx. So once the password is correct, user will be redirected to this page. Okay, so we have the session new from our previous video. So here you write if your session new is not equal to null. So if your session is not null, then what we will do is we will say label, and we'll label welcome. This is the ID of our label dot text is equal to, and whatever is there in the session. So we have the username in the session, right? In the last video we have created that. So I will convert this session data to the string, and I will say I will transfer this into the label, and we already have welcome as our text here in the label welcome, and So we, in the user.aspx, we can just provide this plus sign, so it will say welcome whatever the username is, or else we will redirect our user once again to the login page. Okay, so let me write redirect response.redirect, and here we redirect our user to login.aspx. Okay, and in this logout button, what I need to do is I need to set this session is equal to null. So I will say session new is equal to null, and I will just redirect my user to the login page once again. Okay, so just write this code. And in the last video I forgot to make a hyperlink to the register page. So for example, this will be your main page. You should have here a hyperlink to the register for the new user. So I will select this cell and I will go to the standard tool and I will say hyperlink from here. Just drag and drop or double click it, and this hyperlink text is, I will change it as new user register here. Okay, now once again, this hyperlink, we need to connect it with some page. So I will say navigate URL. I will go to the property called navigate URL and I will select registration.aspx. So that becomes our hyperlink. Now once you are done with that, let's set our first page. So whatever we want to set our main page, just right click that page. So in our case this is login page, and set as start page. Just click this. So when you run your program or your website, I will just click this green button. You have this login page as your first page, right? And once you click this new user register here, you should be able to register as a new user, or otherwise in the last page we can validate our username and password. Username and my password I will give, and I will say login, and if login is correct, I am redirected to the new page called users page, right? And it says welcome and whatever your username is, and there is a logout button here also. So I click it and I will be redirected to the login page. Just see here. So I'm redirected to the login page once again. So I think our login website is working now. In the coming videos, I will show you how to add some more functionality to the website. So stay tuned and please rate, comment and subscribe, and bye.